Is it wrong or strange to say that I like reading an obituary? I'm not saying I do it all the time, but when I come across a good obituary, I find them all quite life affirming and encouraging. Reminded, as I inevitably am, of the gift of life. And given the inevitability of death and taxes, I'd certainly far rather read an account of a life well lived than anyone's tax return. So a few weeks ago, while sorry to hear of his passing, I was interested to read an obituary for Trevor. If you don't know, he was the lone police officer guarding the Iranian embassy in London when it was stormed in 1980 by a group of terrorists, and he died on the 30th of March, aged 85. He'd only joined the police to help old ladies across the road, and yet suddenly he had to navigate a terrifying week of uncertainty, not knowing minute by minute what might happen next. And he responded heroically. Calming his fellow hostages, he acted as an intermediary between the terrorists and the security forces, and ended up fighting the leading gunman on the floor of a gas-filled room as the SES finally stormed the embassy. Awarded the George Medal for his outstanding courage, sustained bravery, calmness and devotion to duty, he remained a very private man who shunned the limelight. He wrote no book and gave few interviews, arguing that selling his story would be like selling his soul. What's not to like about PC Locke? While most of us will thankfully not encounter armed terrorists too often, life does have a habit of being unpredictable. Uncertainty does feature more than most would like. We don't know what or who is round the corner. In such moments, as we lose control, the challenge is often how we respond when a relationship fails or a job is lost, when an unwanted health diagnosis is shared. How do we make sense of what we are facing? What or who do we depend upon? When the proverbial hits the fan, what then? For many, it'll be our family and friends we rely on. For others, it may be faith. Trust God from the bottom of your heart, the Bible says. Don't try to figure out everything on your own. Listen for God's voice in everything you do, everywhere you go. He's the one who will keep you on track. Whatever or whoever helps us in moments of uncertainty. I reckon we could all do worse than following the example of PC Trevor Locke.